I strongly recommend anybody that's planning on picking up an Apple TV to watch this video, because believe it or not, even though we are in 2021, this Apple TV, this 4K one that supports HDR and Dolby Atmos, got released back in the fall of 2017. And throughout the years, besides the OS, nothing has really changed externally, as it still has a nice, I'm not complaining, but a nice low profile look with a cool little LED in front to just indicate power. The remote itself, it's a love-hate kind of thing. A lot of people complain that it's too flimsy and thin, but it is an Apple product and it is using the best material possible, as the back is made of aluminum. It does have a built-in microphone, so it still meets modern day standards. The top part, this frost glass finish, is actually made out of glass, and it's actually what is used to control the Apple TV when you're navigating your screen. It's like a trackpad. Even though it only has these few buttons, you can still do a lot, as most of these buttons have shortcuts. Like, as a fine example, if you hold the television icon, you could quickly switch between profiles or switch to an external audio source like your AirPods, which I'll cover more in a little bit. So with television nowadays now being smart TVs, which means they have their own streaming things built into them, what are some of the reasons why you may want to consider picking up a Apple TV 4K? Well, there's several, believe it or not, especially if you live in the Apple ecosystem. So since this is an Apple product, there's a lot of support from not just third-party accessories, but also in the App Store, as this thing can not only be used as a streaming device, but I could guarantee the top 10 streaming services are available on the Apple TV, such as Netflix, Curiosity Stream, Hulu, the new Peacock, VRV, YouTube TV, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and I'm not gonna say it, Habo TV, hopefully I'm saying that right, HBO Max, and most importantly, Apple TV Plus, which is Apple's provided service. I was just reading a list off the top 10 streaming services, and yes, all this and thousands of more is available on the Apple TV. Now, the pros of this being an Apple product is, if you are somebody like me who always works on a Mac computer, you could easily mirror the display from your Mac wirelessly, just via Wi-Fi, to the big screen. Perfect for not just PowerPoint presentations, but you can also allow it to become your extended display if you do happen to have a setup like that, or you need the extra room for a big project. And then, as I previously mentioned, it does support AirDrop. So if you happen to own a pair, let's say AirPod Max, and you're in bed, but you don't want to wake up or disturb your significant others or others around, you can seamlessly just connect them wirelessly, just like so. And now, thanks to the recent tvOS update 14, you can also do audio sharing. So you can connect two devices to the Apple TV and you can listen to the audio wirelessly, just like so. But if you have a Bluetooth third-party headset, it does have built-in Bluetooth, and just like your phone, you can connect it via Bluetooth that way if you want to. So already just shows you this thing is capable to do a lot of things that you expect to find on a smartphone, as it also has its own app store. Apple Arcade is another great selling point about this thing. If you have a lot of kids that play a lot of mobile games, the mobile devices, those mobile apps are fully compatible to be played on the Apple TV. And as an added bonus, you can also pair an Xbox or a PlayStation controller, as console controllers are fully compatible on the Apple TV, thanks to like some weird partnership Apple was able to pull off with both Sony and Microsoft. And just like your smartphone, you can rearrange the applications as well. And then if you use like third-party applications, this is another cool thing I really do like about the Apple TV. It's just like those other streaming devices like Chromecast, Roku, and I guess maybe Fire Stick TV. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. But if you launch the applications, these third-party apps on your smartphone, you still have the little cast icon on top. You could easily, seamlessly just cast whatever video you're playing to the Apple TV instantly. And unlike some other TVs, the Apple TV is less likely to become buggy over time, because most of the time, some of the other TVs I usually cast videos to, they usually get buggy once in a while. So I have to constantly force reset the app. I never really experienced this issue on the Apple TV, so it's more perfected on this product, which is kind of ironic considering the fact that my Chromecast is a Google device and YouTube is owned by Google. and yet they have communication issues. Somehow it communicates just fine with the Apple TV. In other words, it's more reliable to cast on the Apple TV than other third-party streamers. Now, picture-in-picture is now available on some third-party applications. So this will allow you to basically split screen two things at once. So your kids could be playing a game on the minimum screen while in the background you're watching a football game or something. And another cool thing I just found out, thanks to the recent firmware update, if you record a video on your iPhone in 4K, you could cast it to the Apple TV and it will stream in 4K. In addition to that, another cool thing I really do like about the Apple TV is that the fact that if you have an OLED TV, the theme wallpapers, the screensavers that Apple has is perfect, as everything looks just absolutely amazing. And it's healthy for these type of TVs too. Now, if you have HomeKit set up on your household, you could control everything with just this remote as well. In fact, some HomeKit devices, if you have like a security camera in front, someone knocks on the doorbell, if it's compatible, it'll play like a little screen right here so you can see who's at the door then and there while you're watching your content. But of course, the remote does support Siri, so you can also verbally ask Siri to do certain things like turn on the lights and such. But if we look in the back, the I/O ports, it's pretty basic. But I still like the fact that the remote control that this thing comes equipped with does support CEC. So you can literally power on and off the TV with just this remote without finding the main TV remote or something. But if you do happen to lose the remote, as long as you're using an Apple product, the operating system itself actually has an integrated Apple TV remote, so you don't have to physically have the remote on you. As long as you have your phone or your Apple Watch even, you can control it off these devices. But besides that, if you're concerned if Apple will be releasing a new Apple TV, it doesn't really seem like it anymore, because we were expecting to see a new Apple TV get released last year, but that hasn't yet happened. So even though this device is almost 4 years old, it still is very irrelevant, and there's no issues in terms of connecting it to a new device like AirPods and such. And even on this 2020 television back here, the Apple TV still looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, and let's not forget, if you have an Apple Watch, you could also use this for Apple's Fitness Plus, which I haven't personally tested out, but from what I've been reading and hearing from reviewers, it's really good. Especially perfect during the world's current situation, as certain gyms are still remaining closed. So yeah, if you're looking to get these features on your television, an Apple TV would be a great device to get. But if you just plan on casting YouTube videos, Netflix, or other popular streaming services, as long as your smart TV supports those third parties, there really isn't much of a valid reason to upgrade or pick up an Apple TV. Now, if you're curious what my unit is, this is a 32GB model, and from the available storage that I have, I still have plenty of storage left, so there's no concern about picking up the low storage option, unless, however, you're planning on downloading a bunch of mobile games onto it, like from Apple Arcade. And that's when I may just recommend for you to just get the 64GB, if possible. The non-4K Apple TV version, I really wouldn't recommend it at all, especially if you already plan on picking this up for a 4K TV. Take advantage of those extra pixels. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Other than that, if you guys got some good, useful information out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you could leave this video a like, and not only that, get subscribed to pretty much cover tech videos just like this. And stay tuned for the updated version of the tips and tricks videos for tvOS 14. But the previous video about that still is very relevant, which you could go ahead and watch right here. And then that video over there, that's just a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.